Welcome to English Vibes.
Hello and welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into something I think almost everyone learning a language feels.
Oh, yeah. What's that?
That mental sludge, when you want to say something in English, even something simple, and your brain just hits pause.
The delay. Yeah. It feels like wading through mud sometimes, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you're just waiting for the words to show up.
Well, the sources we looked at are really clear. That feeling isn't just you being slow, it's actually your brain doing extra work.
Extra work. How so?
It's that translation step. You're thinking in your native language, then you're running it through a mental translator, maybe tidying it up.
And then you finally speak the English.
Precisely. And that whole process, it's the #1 enemy of fluency. The real killer isn't just the time it takes, although that's frustrating.
Right. It's more than just being slow.
It's the cognitive load. Think about it, all that mental energy spent translating leaves very little brain power for, well, actually communicating.
Like picking the right word or getting the grammar right, or even just listening properly.
Exactly. You're basically running this heavy background program the whole time. It just tanks your speed and how well you speak.
Okay, so our mission for this deep dive is pretty clear then. We need to figure out how to switch that program off.
That's the goal. We're looking at what the research calls direct thinking, training your brain to skip the translation altogether.
Idea, straight to English word.
Just like that. And we're not just going to talk about it. We've got some practical things, some exercises you can do literally right now to start rewiring things.
Sounds good. Let's make you faster, starting now. So let's dig into why this happens first. Understanding the mechanics makes it easier to fix, right?
Absolutely. The sources lay out two main paths your brain can take when you try to speak. Only one gets you to fluency.
Okay, path number 1.
That's the default for most learners. We can call it the translation trap, the slow path.
The mental sludge path.
Yeah. Basically, you have an idea, you form the thought in your native language, then you translate it into English, me check it.
And then you speak. It's like having a little Google Translate window open in your head for everything.
It really is. And the inefficiency is staggering when you look at the brain science. That translation step forces your brain to juggle two vocabularies, two sets of grammar rules.
All at the same time. It maxes out your working memory.
Which means you end up having to choose, be slow, but maybe accurate, or try to be fast, make a lot of mistakes.
Neither feels very fluent. So what's the other path? The shortcut.
The fluent brain operates differently. It's achieved what's called automaticity. The path is super simple. Idea, straight to English words, then speak.
No translation step at all.
None. The speed comes from this trained brain function, lexical retrieval. It's that instant link between a concept, like feeling thirsty.
And the English phrase popping out, I need water.
Exactly. Without first thinking the equivalent in your native language.
Okay, so the goal isn't necessarily just cramming more vocabulary. It's about making the words you already know instantly accessible in English.
That's the core of it. Making English the immediate language for that thought.
But how do you break that habit? Relying on your native language feels so automatic.
It is automatic. Often it's how we were taught, comparing everything back to our mother tongue, right? Vocabulary lists, grammar rules.
Yeah, makes sense.
So to break it, you have to actively interrupt that pattern, force the brain out of its usual routine consistently.
Aggressively even.
In a way, yeah. Which brings us neatly to the practical side, how to actually do this interruption.
Okay, let's get into it. This is where you, listening, need to jump in. We've got 3 quick exercises designed to force that direct English thinking.
And we really mean it. Try to do them with us. Speak out loud if you can, whisper, or at least think the English words quickly. Don't just passively listen.
Ready? Exercise 1 is super simple, but it's foundational. It's called Name What You See.
The whole point here is to train that direct object-to-English label link. Skip the native word completely.
Okay, so wherever you are right now, look around. Pick 3 things you can see.
Just 3 objects.
Now, say their names out loud in English. Don't think it in your native language first. Just see it. Say it. Go.
Maybe it's laptop, lamp, book. Simple.
Could be steering wheel, dashboard, road, if you're driving. Now, here's the little extension. Immediately make a super simple sentence about each one. Describe its state right now.
So, following my example, my laptop is closed, the lamp is off, the book is thick.
Or the steering wheel is round. The dashboard is dusty. The road is busy.
See that? You're connecting a real-world thing directly to the English words about it. You're building that English-only pathway, perception straight to language.
Okay, let's step it up just a tiny bit. Exercise 2. 1-minute narration. Well, actually, just 20 seconds for now.
Right, 20 seconds. For the next 20 seconds, you're going to describe exactly what you're doing right now.
No filter, no planning, just a running commentary in English. Stream of consciousness.
This is important because it makes you process your current reality using English grammar, usually the present continuous tense. I am sitting. I am listening.
Even if it's boring, I am waiting for the kettle to boil. I am thinking about this exercise.
Ready, 20 seconds. Start talking or thinking your narration. Now, keep it flowing. Don't stop to correct yourself.
Pause for about 10 seconds. Keep going. Just describe.
Okay, stop. How did that feel? Maybe a bit clumsy.
Doesn't matter if you made mistakes. The goal was just flow. You were experiencing your present moment and processing it directly in English. No translation buffer.
And that brings us to exercise 3. This one targets those really common emotional or physical state words. Replace translation.
Think about when you feel hungry or tired. Your brain instantly offers up the native phrase, right?
Almost always. It's a super strong default. We need to override it.
So we're going to practice some common phrases. Repeat them after me, but really focus on the feeling. Connect the sensation to the English sound. Ready? Say, I'm hungry.
You'll really feel a bit hungry, or remember the feeling, and say it again, connecting the feeling. I'm hungry.
Good. Now try, I'm tired. Feel the tiredness. Say it. I'm tired.
I'm excited. Feel that energy. I'm excited.
I'm ready. Feel the readiness. I'm ready.
By doing this, linking the physical or emotional state directly to the English phrase, you're building an immediate shortcut.
So next time you actually feel tired, maybe, just maybe,
The English I'm tired pops up first, or at least alongside your native phrase. That's the beginning of automaticity right there.
Okay, so those are some quick fixes, things you can do right now. But, the big question is always about making it stick.
Yeah, how do I actually do this every single day? It sounds like a lot of work.
Exactly. How do we build this into a habit without feeling like we're constantly doing English homework?
That's a really valid point. Consistency is everything. The brain needs those regular nudges to build and strengthen the direct pathways, especially once the initial exercises feel less novel.
So we need structure.
Right. And the sources suggest 3 structured daily methods that work really well.
Let's hear them. Method 1.
Method 1 is called English bubbles. The idea is simple. Pick one specific routine part of your day.
Like making breakfast or commuting.
Exactly, a routine activity. And during that specific time, English is the only language allowed, even in your head.
So like creating a little English-only zone in your day?
Precisely. The sources say starting with something low stress but high repetition is best. Cooking is a great example.
How would that work?
While you're cooking, you narrate or just think everything in English. Name the items. Salt, pepper, pan, oil. Name the actions. Chop, stir, fry, boil.
You're tagging everything in that bubble with English.
You are. Cognitive science calls it domain-specific immersion. You're linking English directly to the physical actions and objects in that specific context, like the kitchen.
Does it take long for that domain to become English?
If you're consistent, maybe about 10 days or so for one specific bubble. The key is not breaking the bubble. If you stick to it, your brain starts to just expect English when you're in the kitchen. You stop mentally translating salt because salt is the only word you use for it there.
That sounds powerful for building automatic vocabulary. Okay, method 2.
Method 2 helps with conversation readiness. Mini dialogues in your head.
Ah, talking to yourself.
Kind of, but more structured. It's about practicing actual conversational exchanges internally. You're training for how conversations really happen.
Give me an example.
Okay, imagine you're waiting in line. Play out a scenario. Someone asks, how are you today? You immediately answer in your head, pretty good, thanks, just grabbing some coffee.
Or maybe you imagine getting a work email asking for something.
Yes, and you mentally draft the quick reply. Sure, I can do that. I'll send it over this afternoon.
So you're practicing the rhythm, the common phrases, the quick responses.
Without the pressure of a real person waiting for your answer. It trains that instant recall for conversational bits.
I like that. Okay, final method. Method 3.
This one is about breaking the cycle throughout the day. English thinking moments.
Okay.
You need a little trigger to force your brain to switch gears. So set an alarm on your phone, maybe 3 times a day, morning, midday, evening.
Like a reminder.
Exactly. When the alarm goes off, you stop whatever you're doing for just 30 seconds. And in those 30 seconds, you have to describe something, anything around you or how you're feeling in English.
Could be anything. The sky looks gray. I feel a bit stressed. That car is red.
Anything at all. The point isn't what you describe, it's the switch. You're forcing your brain to transition from native language mode to English mode on command multiple times a day.
So it makes that transition less effortful over time.
That's the idea. You reduce the mental friction of just starting to think in English.
Okay, great strategies. Let's try and pull this together now. How about a little immersion game? Like applying this to the start of a typical day.
Good idea. A quick test of this direct thinking muscle.
All right, everyone, play along. We'll walk through a sequence. You need to think, whisper, or say the English phrase immediately. Connect the action directly to the English. No translating first. Ready?
Okay, picture this. You're just waking up, your eyes open. Think or say.
Good morning. I need to wake up.
You swing your legs out of bed, head to the bathroom. Think or say.
I need to brush my teeth.
Now you're in the kitchen, maybe thinking about breakfast. Think or say.
I will make coffee. And I'm hungry.
You glance out the window. Think or say.
It looks sunny today. Or it's raining. Whatever fits.
Okay, stop there. That simple sequence, linking daily actions directly to English, that's how you build fluency organically.
It feels different from just learning lists of words, doesn't it?
Completely. The big insight here connects to how kids learn. They don't translate. They just live inside the language. They associate experiences directly with the words.
So by doing this, you're essentially starting to build your daily life in English, making your morning routine an English experience.
Exactly. You're creating these little pockets of native English context in your own head.
So, bringing this all home, what's the main takeaway?
It really boils down to this. Translation is the bottleneck. It slows you down, eats up your mental energy, and stops you from thinking complex thoughts in English.
Whereas thinking directly in English.
That sets you free. It unlocks fluency.
Right. So, time for the challenge based on this deep dive.
Let's do it. Your episode challenge is this. Sometime today, find 5 uninterrupted minutes. Just 5.
Okay, 5 minutes. Doing what?
Pick an activity. Could be cooking, tidying up, going for a walk, anything. And for those full 5 minutes, you narrate everything you see and do, out loud if possible, in English.
Like the narration exercise, but for longer.
Yes, but here's the crucial part.
Yeah.
Do not stop for mistakes. Don't pause to find the perfect word or fix your grammar.
Just keep the flow going.
Keep the flow. Use simple words. Use gestures if you have to. The only goal is 5 minutes of continuous, direct English thought and speech. No translation allowed.
5 minutes of pure English flow.
Try that every day for just 1 week. We're pretty confident, based on the sources, that your brain will start to choose English more automatically in those situations.
You'll actually feel faster.
And that heavy cognitive load we talked about, it'll start to feel lighter.
Okay, and before we wrap up, that provocative thought to leave you with.
Right. Think about this. If you can train your brain so that English becomes the instinctive language for basic things, feeling hungry, tired, describing your morning routine, simple responses.
Things that don't require complex thought.
Exactly. If you automate that level, imagine how much more mental bandwidth you'll have available when you need to express a really complex, abstract idea in English.
Because you're not wasting energy translating the simple stuff anymore.
Precisely. You've freed up so much working memory, so start noticing how many little thoughts throughout your day can you now process directly in English without that translation step.
That's your real progress tracker.
That's the measure of your brain getting rewired for fluency.
Fantastic stuff. So that was our deep dive into skipping translation and thinking directly in English. Keep practicing those English bubbles and thinking moments.
Keep interrupting that translation habit. You'll get there.
And we'll catch you on the next deep dive.